Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Good to see all of you join in. Hello. I hope all of you are doing well. Let's get started. Come on, welcome to Verbal Ability by Ritu Dudhoria. And this month, guys, we have started off with a new series which is called as the Grammar Made Easy series. Welcome to the session. Hello, good evening. Hi, Darklight. Hello, Sanjeev. Hi, Shan. Hello, Nupur. Hi, Rajat. Welcome to the session. Hi, Hope of Death. Hello everyone, welcome to the session. Good to see all of you join in. Okay, welcome guys. How are all of you doing today? I hope all of you are doing well, है ना? So chalo guys, let's get started. What are we waiting for? So guys, कल की class में we had discussed nouns. Okay, in today's class we're going to start off with a new lesson on pronouns. So first let me give you the brief guys. Welcome to Verbal Ability by Ritu Dudhoria. I want every single one of you to be a part of the group Unacademy_Ritu Dudhoria for all the links to the session, for all the guidance, for all the PDFs, for all the discussion, for all the questions guys. Hello Priya, hi Mohammed, good evening, welcome to the session. So make it a point that all of you are a part of the group Unacademy_Ritu Dudhoria. Okay, these are the upcoming batches guys. 2nd March ko you have the last lap for CMAT 2022. Okay, so this just started guys. So those who are aiming for the CMAT examination, make it a point to enroll in this batch. And also started is Bell the Cat batch, in which you have exceptional educators like Arun Sharma also teaching you. So जिनकी books आप पढ़ते हो वो आपको live सिखाएंगे. So please make it a point to join in these batches. But for that you will have to take the plus subscription. Hi Rishi, welcome to the session. Hello Shivani, good to see you. Hi Ankit, good evening. Hello Mansi, welcome to the session guys. Okay, good to see everyone join in. So guys, for that you'll have to take the plus subscription. It's very essential at this stage कि all of you be a part of a full-fledged batch. Okay, क्योंकि इस batch में guys आपका सारा preparation हो जाता है. So that includes all the concepts will be covered, all the basics, the practice exercises cover हो जाते हैं of all the 3 sections. That's the VARC section, the VARC section, the LRDI section and the quantitative aptitude section. At the same time guys, you will be exposed to every single question type possible. आपको ढूंढने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी कि कहाँ से ये कहाँ से ये पढ़े, कहाँ से वो पढ़े, कौन सा PDF रेफर करे. All of that will be provided to you. All you have to do is take the subscription and be a part of the batch. Yes, Ankita, this is very important for CMAT. Okay, grammar is one of the most important modules for CMAT examination. Hi Kalyani, I recommend that all of you follow this entire series, be it for CMAT, Maharashtra CT, CAT and all the other examinations. Good evening. Take the Iconic subscription. You get one-on-one doubt solving guys. Iconic में ये feature मिलता है कि you're connected to a mentor and these mentors will guide you. Hi Shan, welcome to the session. These mentors will guide you completely. वो आपको मतलब whether it's test analysis, whether it's mock preparation, whether it's doubt solving, ये सब every single guidance that is required, these mentors will provide it to you. So please make it a point. So guys, अभी तो accelerate offer चल रहा है. If you take a subscription, okay, of 1 year and above, let's say आप ये subscription लेते हो, you take the 12-month subscription of Plus, you get a 6-month extension. You take 18 months, you get 6-month extension. 24 months, you get 6-month extension. And this 6-month extension will go a long way in your preparation for the OMETs, okay, GDPI preparation, VAT preparation. So please make it a point that you utilize this offer because 6-month extension is a big deal. Okay, and don't forget to apply the code RITUMBA in order to subscribe. It's an easy to remember code. So what are you waiting for? अगर आपको कोई भी doubt है guys, तो आप इस number पे call कर सकते हो and a team which will represent me, they will counsel you and they will guide you and you just have to use the code RITUMBA. Okay, great. So are you all ready to start with pronouns? So guys, how many of you attended the nouns class yesterday? First tell me that. आप में से किन-किन ने nouns की class attend की थी कल? How many of you attended the nouns class? Hi Shreya. Good evening. So guys, those who have not attended the nouns class, please make it a point कि after the lesson today, you go and watch the nouns class. वैसे तो independent chapters है, तो आप आज का session तो attend कर सकते हो if you have not attended yesterday. But if you've not attended the session yesterday, this is a very important series. You should not miss out any lesson, guys. So make it a point to go watch the noun series as well. Okay. Excellent. Shall we get started with pronouns? Pronouns is a very easy topic, guys. बहुत easy topic है. सबसे easy part of speech है, but it's also the topic where a lot of students make the maximum errors. ठीक है. तो guys, usually when I start off with pronouns and I take you through he, she, they, it, and all of this, students think कि अरे क्या बच्चों वाली चीजें, ये तो हम लोग सब पढ़ चुके हैं. We all know this. Okay, so that what do you say? We get a little cocky when it comes to verbal, because we've all yes, Kanika, daily at 5 p.m. We get a little cocky because all of us have studied in in good schools, or we've studied in, we've all learned grammar. Basically your pronouns he, she, they तो हम लोग रोज ही use करते हैं. So we get that little confidence, and that's why this is one neglected area. So before we start out with this lesson, so that you all know how important it is and where exactly do you stand with pronouns, shall I take you through a short diagnostic test first? Is that okay? Shall I do a short diagnostic test with all of you? I'll give you a couple of questions and I want you to test your knowledge. Okay, and then probably if you've got it wrong, you'll be more attentive. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I'll put on a blank screen. Just 1 second. Okay. Right, so let's start, guys, with a short diagnostic test. Okay, first sentence, I want you to tell me what are you going to do here. Okay, now if I give you a sentence, let's say someone left dash keys on the table. Okay, now I want you to fill it up with the right pronoun. Come on, someone left dash keys on the table. Let's do a short diagnostic test first. Which pronoun will you fit in here? His keys, her keys, one's keys, their keys. Okay, Kalyani says his, Shan his, Nidhi says their, Shivam says his or her, Priya his or her, Soumya their, Ritz their, Muskan says their, Nupur one's, Shivani his or her, Fezur says their. Okay. Right. Now, guys, I will not give you the explanation to this right now. I will just tell you the answer. The answer to this question is his/her. Okay, or you can say his. Okay, this is the answer. We'll understand the reason behind this later, but you're going to say his/her or his. Okay, let's just see पहले कि आपको कितना आता है. Next one, second. Okay, let's say Ramesh and Suresh, both of dash are, let's say, doctors. Okay, live in Delhi. Okay, now what pronoun are you going to fit in here? Ramesh and Suresh, both of dash are doctors, live in Delhi. You're going to say both of them are doctors, both of who are doctors, both of whom are doctors. What are you going to put in here? Okay, them. Wrong, guys. The answer to this question will be both of whom are doctors. Again, the reasons for this you will get it in the duration, throughout in the class. But I will just tell you the answer. The answer over here is whom. Okay. Next one. One should take care of dash belongings. One should take care of dash belongings. Kindly fill in the blank. I found error. Please identify the error here. Hello. One should take care of dash belongings. What are you going to use here? Okay, this I'm kind of like hoping that all of you will get it right. Come on. Okay, one should take care of dash belongings. Excellent. One should take care of one's belongings. Wonderful. Very good. Nahi. One should take care of his or her nahi aayega. One should take care of one's belongings. Okay. Next one. Each of the songs sung by them dash me of a hymn. Okay, now what are you going to put here? Remind me of a hymn or reminds me of a hymn? Each of the songs sung by them remind me of a hymn or reminds me of a hymn. Easy one. Chalo, everyone should get this right. Each of the songs sung by them dash me of a hymn, remind me of a hymn or reminds me of a hymn. Which form of remind are you going to use here? Wonderful, very good. You're going to say reminds me of a hymn. Okay, this was easy. Come on, next one. Reminds me of a hymn. Wonderful. Okay, next one. It was dash who called the doctor. Okay, my question is it going to be it was me who called the doctor or it was I who called the doctor? What are you going to use here? It was dash who called the doctor. It was me who called the doctor. Yeah, it was I who called the doctor. Okay, Shanaz, Dark Light, Priya, Rahul, Shivani, Shruti, Hope of Death, Muskan, Mansi, Rachit, Nidhi, Ritz, Anish, Ankita, Leon, Mohammed and Shreya. All of you say me, but the answer is I. Okay, let's understand why. Okay, I'm just going to mark like it's just a diagnostic test. इसके answers क्यों ऐसे हैं ये आपको बाद में पता चलेगा, ठीक है? इस वीडियो के दौरान पता चलेगा. Second, next one. She is taller than, let's say, he या him. Hi Kshitij, welcome to the session. She is taller than dash. He या him. She is taller than dash. She is taller than him or she is taller than he. Okay, Ritz, G's, Rahul, Unique, Darklight, Mansi, Shruti, Ankit, Anish, Student, Shivam, Shan, Muskan, Harsh, Nupur, Rachit, Soumya, Hope, Sanjeev, Ankita, Shehnaz, and Shivam and Shreya and Kshitij. All of you have said him, you are wrong. The handful of them like Mohammed and I think Shivam, only those who have said he, you're right. It's actually she is taller than he, and a better version of this would be she is taller than he is. Okay, this is a very important rule which you're going to take care of a little later. Okay, next one. Okay, let's say, okay, I always take up this example, Pride and Prejudice, because it's my favorite book. Pride and Prejudice dash written by Jane Austen. Okay, is my favorite book. Okay, your options are that is written by Jane Austen or which is written by Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice, that is written by Jane Austen or which is written by Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice, that is written by Jane Austen or which is written by Jane Austen. Wonderful. The answer will be which. Okay, and let's take the last one here. Okay, she is one of the actresses who dash been nominated for the award. She is one of the actresses who dash been nominated for the award. Who has been nominated or have been nominated. She is one of the actresses who have been nominated or who has been nominated. Okay, G's, Sanjeev, Hope, Harsh, Soumya, Shivani, Unique, Shreya, Harsh, Priya, Shehnaz, Harish, Dark, Light, Rahul, Nidhi, Rupika, Mansi. Okay, all those who have said, I think except Ankita, Shan and Kalyani. All the others are wrong and Ankit. The rest of you are wrong, guys. The answer is who have been nominated. Okay, so guys, this proves that, especially is slide mein, except the 7th one. I think most of us have gone wrong with the first one, second one. the fifth one, sixth one, and the eighth one. Okay, so I would say 5 questions are dicey. 2 या 3 का आपको सही जवाब मिला है. But there are some of you, who've got it right, so very good. But listen up, guys. That's why it's very, very crucial for you to know the rules. Okay, it seems like a pretty easy area, but there's a lot going on here. Okay, excellent, Shiva. Good. So I hope this is your second time of grammar made easy. Wonderful. Yes, so it's going to be very crucial. So let's understand this now. Come on. So guys, let's cover this up. What are we going to study here? Basically, pronouns is a very simple chapter, but there are a lot of important rules and basic errors. Pronoun में हम लोग बहुत सारे basic errors करते हैं. जैसे हम लोग रोज बोलते हैं ना, it's not always the right way. Okay, we don't always use it correctly. So what we are going to discuss is, we are going to discuss 5 types of pronouns. There are only 5 types of pronouns. Good evening, Shoaib. So there is personal pronoun, reflexive pronoun, distributive, reciprocal and relative. Majority of the error, मतलब सबसे ज़्यादा error जो students make करते हैं वो distributive, personal और relative में है. So ये 3 आपको ध्यान से सुनना पड़ेगा. Let's continue. First one. Now guys, when you say personal pronouns, see, basically any sentence can be, basically we are looking at 2 parts of a sentence, subject and object. For example, if I give you a simple example, let's say Shivam. Okay, Shivam spoke to, let's say Sohaib. Okay, Shivam spoke to Sohaib. Can you tell me who's the subject here and who's the object? It's the basic concept to understand pronouns well. Who is the subject here and who is the object here? The action over here is spoke to. Correct. जो हमारा action है वो है spoke to. The verb or the action here is speaking. No, Harsh, we've started with a new series from 1st of March, grammar. Okay, so the one who is performing the action is called as subject. Okay, the performer of the action is called as subject. And the one who receives the action, the recipient of the action is called as object. Okay, this is basic जो आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि the performer of the action is called as subject. So Shivam is the subject here and the recipient of the object is called as, the recipient of the action is called as object. So Sohaib is the object here. All of you understood this? Now, so pronouns are of 2 types. One is subjective case and the personal pronouns are of 2 types. One is subjective case and the other one is objective case. Let's understand subjective case. Now, instead of Shivam spoke to Sohaib, if I use a blank, let's say I say Dash spoke to Sohaib. Okay, so the subject, instead of the subject, I want to use pronouns. So I can't say me spoke to Sohaib, it will be incorrect. I can't say him spoke to Sohaib, it will be incorrect. Right, in the place of the subject, we will say I spoke to Sohaib, we spoke to Sohaib, you spoke to Sohaib, he spoke, she spoke, they spoke to Sohaib. So these are all going to fit into the place of the subject. I'll tell you what's first person, second person, third person. Listen up first. But जो subjective case है, the light, the pale yellow one here, subjective case is basically which is used in place of the subject. Okay, hi Sabhya. On the other hand, objective cases, let's say Shivam है, subject है, spoke to dash, object missing है. तो you cannot say Shivam spoke to I, है ना? अब क्या बोलोगे? Shivam spoke to me, Shivam spoke to us, Shivam spoke to you, Shivam spoke to him, Shivam spoke to her, Shivam spoke to them. These all will fit in the place of the object. So hence this is called as the objective case. Okay, did all of you understand this here? No, no, Gayatri. There are different cases. There are different cases. हाँ, ये grammar made easy series का new series है और ये इसका second lesson है Sohaib. Did you understand my point here? So this fits in the place of the subject. That's why it's called as a subjective case. For example, I called up Sohaib. I spoke to Mansi. They called up Mansi. He spoke to Nupur. So these are all in the place of the subject. These are all in the place of the object. For example, Mansi called me. Okay. Kshitij spoke to you. Right. Sohaib called him. Okay. Wahid spoke to them. right? Gayatri spoke to her. So these are all used in the place of the object. Okay. Now there are three types of personal pronouns. First person. First person is basically the performer of the action. Second person is used to whom you are addressing. ठीक है, जिसको आप address कर रहे हो, that second person. So if I am talking, so if the speaker is the first person. Okay, now let's say I'm speaking now, so I will tell you, listen guys, I loved the book Pride and Prejudice. I loved the movie Notebook. You must make it a point to watch the movie. Then if I ask, if I ask the listener the question, did you like it too? Did you enjoy it too? So second person is when I'm addressing the listener. And third person is, let's say, okay, we're talking about someone else. Ryan Gosling in the movie Notebook is amazing. I mean, he's acted so well. So over there, we're referring to the third person, like someone else whom we are talking about in our conversation. Got it? So first person refers to the speaker, second person refers to the listener, and third person refers to just someone else who we are talking about in our conversation. Okay, is this clear guys? So you जो है वो standard रहता है, singular, plural, subject, object, irrespective of that, you does not change. And now, when do you use it? Okay, it. When do you use it? It is used for plants. Of course, plant you cannot say he or she. Plants. It is used for animals. Though a lot of people refer to of course, you don't tend to refer to your pet as it, right? Because you refer to your pet as he or she. That's because you're fond of it and you treat it as, you treat it as a member of your family. But grammatically, plants, animals, babies, children, babies, and things or objects. Okay, we use it. Yes, even for babies, you say it is crying. Correct. And for non-living things or non-living objects. So plants, animals, children, babies, and objects, we use it. Got it? So for babies also, you say it is crying. Though it seems, I mean, I don't think any mother would use that. But anyway, so plants, animals, babies, and objects, we use it grammatically. Okay, clear guys? All of you clear with this point till now? Subject, performer of the action. Object, recipient of the action. First person speaker, second person listener, third person just someone else who we are talking about, can be divided into singular and plural. Got it? The baby loves dancing. It loves to shake its leg on some of the nice hip hop tunes. Correct. Okay. Next one. So ये मैंने वापस मतलब it's just another way of putting it across. Just see this. For example, I just see the sentences. I like dogs. I subject. Dogs don't like me. Me object. We subject. Sent her flowers. Her object. She subject. Sent us flowers object. So this is basically just how subject and object are used. We'll come back to this later. Okay. Now, did all of you understand this till here? Personal pronouns. Clear guys? Did you understand this till here? Okay, now it becomes very important for us to look at certain important sentences and rules when it comes to personal pronouns. अब आपने type तो समझ लिया. Yes, I will come to that, Kshitij. Now, please listen to these points that I'm going to tell you now. These are very, very crucial. Okay, listen to this with examples. Please listen. First one. Okay, I'm going to explain it with the help of examples. Now, when I gave you, it was dash who called the doctor. It was dash who called the doctor. I gave you a choice whether it's going to be I or me. Correct. Now we all know I is the subject pronoun. For example, I called the doctor and the doctor spoke to me. Me is the case of the is nothing but the object pronoun. Correct. Okay, third person के लिए repeat करना है. Third person is he. For example, if I'm talking about Ryan Gosling in the movie Notebook, I will call him as he. If I'm talking about Rachel McAdams, I will say she, female. It, if I'm talking about the boat, I say it was, a thing or a baby or a plant or an animal. And if I'm talking about them as, plural, so he, she, it ka plural hoga they. Got it? Got it, Shreya? And these are him. For example, so Shivam spoke to him, Shivam spoke to her, Shivam spoke to them. Got it? Clear? Now listen to this, guys. It was Dash who called the doctor. Now you are calling the doctor. You are performing the action. So if you are performing the action, should it be subject or object? You are the one who is performing the action over here. अगर आप action perform कर रहे हो, आप doctor को call लगा रहे हो, आप action perform कर रहे हो, aren't you the subject? So that is why you will say it was I who called the doctor. So it was I who called the doctor. It was he who called the doctor. It was she who called the doctor. It was they who called the doctor. It was we who called the doctor. It was you who called the doctor. We're going to use all the subjective pronouns. Did all of you understand this? Because it's simple cheese here. You will not say me called the doctor. You will say I called the doctor, he called the doctor, she called the doctor, they called the doctor, we called the doctor. So you're going to use the subject pronoun. So you will say it was I, he, she, they, we, any subjective pronoun. It was I who called the doctor. Did all of you understand this point? Because you are the one who is performing the action. You're the one who is performing the action. Clear? Okay. Second point. If I give you a sentence, let Dash speak. Let Dash speak. Now what are you going to use? Let I speak or let me speak? Very easy. Very, very easy. Come on. Let I speak or let we speak? Let me speak. Very easy. Come on. Okay. Simple सी चीज है. Unanimously, you will say let him speak, let me speak, let them speak. But guys, you're the one who's speaking. Shouldn't you have used the subjective case? You're the one who's speaking, ना? आपको subjective case use करना चाहिए था. But the key word over here is let. तो कोई और will let you speak. So that person who's letting you, for example, if I tell you, "Arey guys, let me speak." So guys, that is you, are the subject and will be the object. So let me speak. You're being allowed by someone else, by the subject to speak. So you're the object here. So you will say let me speak. Got it? Clear with this point, guys? So it was I who called the doctor. Let me speak. This is very crucial. Okay, next point. Third one. What is the difference between ITS and IT apostrophe S? Now, pronouns में जब आप apostrophe S use करते हो, it is the shortest form. Okay, so Shreya, first sentence में you will say it was I who called the doctor because I is the subject here and doctor is the object here. I is the subject here and doctor is the object here. So you will not say me called the doctor. You will say I called the doctor. It was I who broke the window. It was I who called the doctor. Okay, it was I who dropped the pen. It was she who scolded the children. Okay. Now, pronouns may, when you use apostrophe S, for example, he apostrophe S, she apostrophe S, I apostrophe M, they apostrophe RE, we apostrophe RE, correct? You apostrophe RE, right? So, who apostrophe S, correct? So, these are all basically the shortened versions of, like, for example, he apostrophe, he is, she is, I am talking, she is talking, they are coming, we are going, you are a great student, who is knocking on the door. So these are basically shortened versions. So वही बात it apostrophe s के साथ भी हो जाता है. It apostrophe s is nothing but it is. For example, it is raining. Okay, it is raining. IT apostrophe s. It is raining. On the other hand, ITS basically means possession or ownership or belonging. Possession or ownership or belonging. For example, if you're talking about a tree, you will say its fruit is sweet. Okay, its fruit मतलब वो plant का fruit, वो tree का fruit. So this denotes that the fruit belongs to the plant. Its fruit is sweet. So first one is its and the second one is it is. Got it? Clear with this point? The first 3 pointers, clear with it? Yes, no, got it guys? Everyone clear with this point? Yes, excellent. Okay, next one. Fourth one. Now listen to this point very carefully guys. This is something that we make common errors in. I am taller than her. She is smarter than me. We earn more than them. He is what to take? You can say the plant's fruit is sweet. That's also correct, Shiva. Okay, let's take anything shorter. Shorter than, let's say, okay, her का ले लिया ना. Him. Okay, now this is how we generally speak. Yes, this is how we generally speak. But guys, ये सारे sentences big fat no incorrect है. ये सारे sentences wrong है. ये सारे sentences incorrect है. Now I'm going to tell you the reason behind this and then I'm going to tell you the shortcut to this. Listen up. First of all, what is common in all the 3 sentences? What is common in all the 3 sentences is we are comparing. Okay, we are comparing. Correct? That is point number 1. Now I, she, we and ये सब subjective case है. Correct? This is a subjective case. And we have discussed her, me, them. ये सब her, me, them ये सब हमने discuss किया है objective case में. ये सब हमने discuss किया है objective case में. So what mistake that we have, okay, first what have we done here is we are comparing the subjective case with the objective case. Okay, when you are comparing, first of all there is no action here, so there is nothing like performer of the action, there is nothing like recipient of the action. तो यहाँ पे subject object नहीं, दोनों ही subject है. So you will not use the objective case. When you are comparing, you will compare both in the subjective case itself. So her का subject क्या है? I am taller than, you will say I am taller than she is. She is smarter than I am. We earn more than they do. She is shorter than he is. Did all of you understand this? Clear with this guys? Now I'll tell you a simple logic to do this. हमेशा एक काम करना, ऐसे comparison में, let's say her से start करके देखो. Can you say her is taller? No. You will say she is taller. The format should be same. I am taller than she is. Me से start करो. Will you say me is smarter? No. You will say I am smarter. She is smarter than I am. We earn more than them. Start with them. Will you say them earn more? No. You say they earn more. So we earn more than they do or they earn. We earn more than they earn or we earn more than they do. She is shorter than him. Nahi. She is shorter than he is. The format should be the same. Both should be in the subjective format. Did all of you understand this point? Clear? Clear everyone? It should be in the, both should comparison between the subjective cases. They should be in the same format. Got it? Clear with this? Okay, now I'm going to give you another important rule. Please listen up. Now when you're talking about personal pronouns, ठीक है, ये देखो इधर first person, second person, third person है ना आपके सामने. Now if there are three people, let's say I, you and he. There are three people. He is better than. No अंकित, फिर वो confusion हो जाएगा. तो आप एक जन का नाम ले लो तो better होगा. Grammatically he is better than he is correct. But logically that does not make sense and it causes confusion. So for clarity purposes, it's better to say that okay, Ankit is better than Shivam is, or Ankit is better than he is, or something like that. Got it? Okay. So now I'm taking first person pronoun I, second person pronoun you, and third person pronoun he. Okay. Now let's say all three of you have won, okay, an award for your college, something positive. Okay, I, you and he, you, he and I, he, you and I, okay, have won, let's say, the competition. एक positive reference है. Okay, my question is, will you say I, you and he, you and I, you, I and he, किस तरीके से order करोगे आप? And suppose it is negative. Let's say you failed in the competition. Suppose कुछ negative है, तब कैसे order करोगे आप? When it's positive, what would be the order? And if it's negative, what would be the order? Come on, tell me. Okay, guys, you have to understand that language has something to do with culture. So, जब भी कुछ positive होता है, पहले don't be greedy. Give the credit to the other person first. So, whenever it's something positive, you always put yourself last. So, you either say he, you and I, or you, he and I. Basically put yourself last. जब भी कुछ अच्छा होता है, positive होता है, पहले दूसरों को credit दो. First give the credit to the others. And always put yourself last. Preferred is 3, 2, 1. He, you and I. Okay, go 3, 2, 1. Or else 2, 3, 1 is also fine, but put yourself last. But if something negative happens, take the blame first. Take the responsibility first. So you will say I, you and he. That's best. Okay, so if it's positive, 3, 2. अगर positive है तो 3, 2, 1. Third person, second person, first person. Negative है तो 1, 2, 3. Negative में you come first. Okay, got it? And if it's neutral, if it's just a neutral sentence, let's say the three of you just met up yesterday. Then again you say he, you and I met up yesterday or will meet tomorrow. Okay, basically खुद को अंत में रखो. Only if it's negative, then खुद को सामने लाओ, वरना always put yourself last. Give respect to the other person first. So only if it's negative, put yourself first. Otherwise, you always come last. Got it? Clear with this, guys? So personal pronouns clear? Can I say personal pronouns आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ गया है? You can say that, Shan, but if you just want to be specific about the people, it's both are fine. It's like saying, why do you name the people? Why do you say Ramesh, Suresh and Mahesh? Why can't you just say they? It depends. Huh? It depends on the way you want to address. Okay, next one. Reflexive pronoun, बहुत easy चीज है. Reflexive pronoun is when you see. First of all, when you see, I've seen a lot of people introduce themselves as, okay, hi, myself Ritu. That's so wrong. Okay, you should say, okay, let me introduce myself. I am Ritu. See, whenever you use reflexive pronouns is when you're doing an action unto yourself. So instead of saying, let me introduce Shiva, I say, let me introduce myself. वो पूरा सेंटेंस खा जाते हैं, सिर्फ myself Ritu बोल देते हैं, तो वो गलत हो जाता है. So let me introduce myself. I can take care of myself. You should learn to pay for yourself. You should learn to pay. You should learn to take care of yourself. Uh, he taught himself how to drive. So when an action, you do it unto yourself. For example, I can take care of whom? I can take care of myself. We can take care of ourselves. Plural में selves आएगा. Okay, got it guys? Did all of you understand this point? Clear with this? So, reflexive pronouns, for example, if you look into the mirror, who do you see? I see myself. You see yourself. We see ourselves. He sees himself. So, an action that you do unto yourself, वो reflect back आप पे ही करता है. So that then we use the reflexive pronoun. Okay, and there are certain cases where using the reflexive pronoun becomes important. For example, all the guests who the queen invited to the gala enjoyed a lot. पहले तो whom आएगा. I will explain later why whom. When we discuss who and whom, we'll discuss that later. All the guests whom the queen invited to the gala enjoyed a lot. Enjoyed what? Either you say enjoyed the party a lot, or you say enjoyed the food a lot, enjoyed the music a lot, or you simply say enjoyed themselves a lot. I enjoyed myself at the party. Abhinav, in the description of the video, you will find the playlist. Okay, in the description of the video, you will find the playlist. Got it? I availed what? Avail also takes a reflexive pronoun. I availed myself of the Wi-Fi facility. Please prepare. What? Please prepare yourself. Or if you're talking about plural, please prepare yourselves for the exam. Okay, there are certain words which take a reflexive pronoun. Got it? Clear with this guys? Now, one important case आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा guys कि जब हम one use करते हैं, okay, for example, one should do, you all told me, जब भी one आता है, one should do one's duty. Correct? When you use one, you use a form of one again. One should do one's duty. Avail मतलब make use. Similarly, अगर one है तो उसका reflexive pronoun क्या होगा? One should learn to take care of oneself. Got it? The reflexive pronoun of one is oneself. Clear? सबको समझ में आया guys ये point? So reflexive pronoun is when you do an action unto yourself, when the action reflects back or bounces back at you. So one should do one's duty, one should learn to take care of oneself. Clear? Hello Dia, welcome to the session. Good to see you. Hello. Okay, right, come on. Next one. Let's go to the next one. This is very crucial. Please listen to this. ये वो rule है जो मैं आपको suppose अभी 5:45 को सिखाऊंगी. 6 PM को अगर मैं आपको sentence दूँ तो आप गलती करोगे. ये वो rule है जो आप we are so ingrained to using this the wrong way that we make errors. So please listen to this. Distributive pronouns. Distributive pronouns are nothing but the ones and the bodies. Someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, everyone, everybody, either, neither. I will add two more, each, every. Okay, these are all distributive pronouns, correct? The 9 and the 9-5 rule. So the distributive pronouns. Please understand guys that distributive pronouns will always take a singular verb. So I just add here, I'll just add here, each and every. Distributive pronouns will always take a singular verb. Someone is knocking on the door. Anyone is allowed to enter. Everyone has completed the assignment. Either of the two brothers or either of the brothers is present in the meeting. Got it guys? Clear with this everyone? Okay, 1 minute guys, just one. Okay, so guys, all of these will always take a singular pronoun. ठीक है? So guys, before we move on, let me remind you that if you use the code RITUMD and take the subscription, you get a 6-month extension of subscriptions 1 year and above. Okay, now please listen to this. Let's fill up these sentences. Okay, first one, someone left dash luggage at the airport. Now someone, है ना, we have to treat it singular, है ना, so that is why you cannot say they, them or their. That is why when we discussed at the beginning of the class, I told you it will be someone left his or her luggage, whomsoever it applies to, or in English, when the gender is not defined, you can also use the masculine gender. I know that's discriminatory, but anyway, so it's better to use his or her. Someone left his or her luggage at the airport. नहीं, नुपुर one तभी आएगा जब सिर्फ one हो. पर यहाँ someone है, anyone है, everyone है. So someone left his or her luggage at the airport. Every student must bring. Now fill this up, guys. What will you fill it up with? Come on. Very good. You will say every student must bring his or her textbook. There नहीं आएगा, singular है. One should always be polite. नहीं, one के साथ you will always use one का ही form. So one should always be polite to one's bank manager. One should always be polite to one's bank manager. If one wishes to make one wholly unpopular, one has merely to tell people the truth. When you use one, you will use a form of one again. Got it? The girls each were happy with their dolls. Now, each लगाओगे तो were नहीं आएगा, were is plural. Their नहीं आएगा क्योंकि their is plural. So either you change it to each of the girls was happy with his or her dolls, or just remove each. The girls were happy with their dolls. But if you use each, you will say each of the girls was happy with his or her dolls because each is singular. Similarly, this we discussed, every song sung by them reminds me of a hymn. Why reminds, or you can just say reminds of a hymn. Why reminds? Every is singular and reminds is singular. Sorry, only her will come. Girl, and I'm so sorry. Yes, very good. Okay, each of the girls was happy with her dolls. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Clear with this, guys? Understood distributive pronouns? Yes, personal pronouns cover hai, distributive clear hai, or reflexive clear hai na? Let's go to the next one. Very easy, guys. Each other, one another. The only difference is each other is used for two people. One another is used for more than two. For example, the two sisters are not talking to each other. When there are only two, you will use each other. The two sisters are not talking to each other. The three brothers are not talking to one another. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Each other is used for two and one another is used for more than two. Clear? So guys, can I say we've understood 5 types? For example, Marston was an early 17th century dramatist, and it is likely that him and Shakespeare, first of all, it will not be him and Shakespeare. क्या होगा? It is likely that he and Shakespeare, and it's better to put yourself you know, you can say, and it's better, you can also say Shakespeare and he, that's fine, but okay, anyway, he and Shakespeare borrowed ideas from each other. Each other is correct here क्योंकि यहाँ पे दो ही जन है, एक मास्टन है और एक शेक्सपियर है. So each other is correct here. They listened carefully to what each other said. No, you cannot say they listened carefully to what each other said. You can say they listened carefully to what each said or the other said. ठीक होगा. They married each other. यहाँ पे okay guys, third में आप error बता सकते हो. You can say one another also. Hi Pallavi, good to see you. Third में आप error बता सकते हो. But यहाँ पे better होगा if you say they listened to what the others said. कैसे मैरिज तो दो के बीच में होता है ना, तो वन अनदर क्यों, ईच अदर ठीक है ना. Guys, married, it's understood that there are two people, so there is no need to use each other. You can say they married in 1994. It's understood that they married each other. Unless they married like different people, वो अगर एक context है तो वो अलग है. Otherwise, you can just say they married in 1994. Correct. Very good. Excellent, guys. Now, let's go to the last one here for today. Relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which and that. Please listen to this, guys. First, what's the difference between who and whom? Who is used in the place of the subject. Whom is used in the place of the object. For example, who called the doctor? Whom did the doctor call? Basically, it's like saying who called who. Got it, guys? Did all of you understand this? Who is used in the place of subject. Whom is used in the place of object. Clear, guys? So, who called the doctor? Here, who is the caller? Doctor is the recipient. Doctor is the object. Here, doctor is calling. So, doctor is the subject and whom is the object. Okay. Whose is to question who is the owner. Whose ownership. Whose house is this? Whose car is this? Whose book is this? Whose laptop is this? Whose class is this? Whose answer is this? So, whose is basically when you question the owner. Okay. Now, let's understand the difference between which and that. Okay. Please listen to this important difference between which and that. Now, whenever, ठीक है, उससे पहले guys एक important चीज मैं आपको who और whom के बारे में बताना चाहती हूँ. Whenever you use all of, both of, several of, you will use whom and not who. Yes, Kshitij. No problem. Welcome to the session. So, for example, remember the sentence that I gave you? Ramesh and Suresh, both of whom are doctors, both of whom are doctors, live in Delhi. Ramesh and Suresh, both of whom are doctors, live in Delhi. Now, most of you said both of them bhi aa sakta hai guys, but is sentence mein nahi. If you want to use both of them, you will say Ramesh and Suresh are doctors and both of them live in Delhi. तो वो थोड़ा सा sentence structure change हो जाएगा वहाँ पे. Okay, so Ramesh and Suresh, both of whom are doctors, live in Delhi. Okay, clear guys? Now, which and that. Please listen to this very carefully. I gave you the sentence now. Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice. Dash is my favorite book. Is written by Jane Austen. Now here I can just say Pride and Prejudice is written by Jane Austen. No student, you can use it for singular or plural. Now here ये जो है वो additional information है, इसीलिए it has come within commas. Additional information within commas. Choice between which and that. You will always use which. Pride and Prejudice, which is my favorite book, is written by Jane Austen. Additional information, arey so sweet. Additional information within commas, choice between which and that, you will use which. Got it? Did all of you understand this point? Yes, Pride and Prejudice, which is my favorite book, is written by Jane Austen. Okay, clear? I hope all of you have understood this. Right? Okay, now let's look at the last rule for today. Let's see the last rule for today. She is, remember the sentence? She is one of the actresses who dash been nominated for the award. She is one of the actresses who dash been nominated for the award. Now, whenever you use relative pronouns, ये आपने seating arrangement में पढ़ा होगा LR के. For example, A sits next to B. Who sits next to C? Now, if I ask you this question, who sits next to C, guys? A or B? A sits next to B. Who sits next to C? Now, if I ask you this question, who sits next to C, A or B? You will tell me, ma'am, seating arrangement में हमने सीखा है कि who refers to the person immediately before. So, relative pronoun always refers to the word immediately before. Now, immediately before है actresses. Actresses जो है वो plural है. So, you will say who have been nominated. You know, usually, for example, if I just say, okay, one of my sisters is getting married. यहाँ पे is correct है. Because one of my sisters makes sense to say is getting married. One out of all my sisters is getting married. यहाँ पे relative pronoun का चक्कर नहीं है. पर यहाँ पे relative pronoun का problem आ जाता है. So, whenever there's a relative pronoun, look at the word immediately before. Actresses. Actresses is plural. So, the verb here will also be plural. She is one of, and logically it means that actresses have been nominated and she is one of them. I know, Nupur, but here relative pronoun makes the difference. The relative pronoun makes the difference. अगर relative pronoun के पहले actress होता, then has. But यहाँ पे one of actresses ना, one out of many. So you'll have to use actresses. Actress. So who के पहले actresses है. So the rest of the sentence will be plural. Got it? For example. Okay, I'll give you another example. Let's say this is one of the best books. Which relative pronoun आ गया. Now which के पहले books है. Books plural है. So you will say which have been written in English. Which have been written in English. No Ritz. One out of many. So you will have to use one of with plural. You will say one of my sisters. You can say one sister. But one of my sisters. Many sisters, उसमें से एक. So you will have to say one of my sisters. Clear? Did all of you understand these rules, guys? Any doubts with these? Exactly, correct. So out of all the actresses who have been nominated, she is one of them. Excellent. पहले आते थे शान, अभी आपको सारे OMETs में तो आएंगे, पर grammar helps a lot with para, jumbles and RCs, and we'll be using these things a lot. So So it's very important for you to go through one series of this. Okay, excellent guys. So we'll stop here for now. Tomorrow we'll meet for the next class on articles. I want all of you to subscribe to this batch guys. Last chance for Maharashtra CT. Okay, and if you have any doubts regarding the subscription, do make a call on this number and you will get all the help that you require. Don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA. Oh, very important Shan. GMAT is बहुत ज़्यादा important है grammar. Very crucial for the GMAT. There is no other examination जिसमें grammar इतना ज़्यादा important है जितना GMAT में है. Don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA guys. I will see you all today in the plus class at 7:30 PM and the special class at 10. Our special class है guys 10 को special class free live classes on the Unacademy Learning app. Array so sweet Pallavi, but it will be best educators plural who have been teaching VRC. Editorials will help you Ritz. Okay. Take care everyone. I will see you all soon. Thank you. Don't forget to, okay, book for grammar. Book for grammar should be, the book that I will recommend is Raymond Murphy. Raymond Murphy, the intermediate version for South Asian students. Intermediate version for South Asian students. It's a great book. And if you're going for GMAT, you can purchase the GMAT verbal review. The GMAT verbal guide. Okay, otherwise this book is very student friendly and very great. Even बहुत सारे exercises हैं तो आपको बहुत benefit करेगा. Have been Pallavi, educators plural. So who have been? But thank you. Okay, take care everyone. See you soon. Bye bye.